folks, and welcome back. Video 2 of A Great Song Creates Itself. First video, we just pulled out our, what you could call our basic rhythm, and what we were doing in that first video, and what I'll just want to reaffirm here, is staying in tune with the song and listening almost to what is the song trying to tell me. Where does the song want to go? And in saying that, what we have to be very careful of, which we did in the first video, is don't start trying to push the song. And a great example of that is, because I've been playing around with this prior to shooting video, is there are so many things I'm thinking about heading in directions, and I'm sort of have to hold myself back. And it's been really interesting to do that, because wanting to, especially now coming into phrasing. So with phrasing, it's like I don't want to start repeating something I've done because I've written and recorded a lot of songs. Is okay, I want to use my influences and I want to use what's inspiring me, but I want to be very careful that I am now not trying to force the song. So again, we get back to don't force the song, listen to the song. So now with that, I'm into, okay, what the song's telling me now is I'm not ready. I could jump into chord changes and phrasing up out of my basic root chord, we'll call it. But I don't want to do that yet. I'm still feeling this out. And so what I'm hearing this song telling me is, okay, I've got this. Now, I want to add a little spice to that, after that phrase finishes. So I start searching, or it's not even really searching, I'm starting to try different things out that I like the sound of. And what I'm finding is, okay, when I start to listen to that, I start to then see this song shows these signs of going. Now what I'm hearing there is, and this is what I love about developing songs, is all of a sudden I'm hearing a bass line in my head. Not by me on guitar, but a bass player. And the bass player sitting in that groove now, and the bass player and I trading licks almost, trading bass lines. So then I might write that down, but that's now in my head, and this is the song developing. So now I've got my little phrase. Okay, now what I can then do is with that, now I'm starting to look for that phrase in a higher register, just so I don't get too bored with, or the song is exactly the same. But so now with this song, we've got our core rhythm, and now we're developing little phrases. And we're still in the very early stages, but I'm starting to feel this song opening up and showing itself. Now there's a few things I want to say to be very careful of again. Now if you're a beginner and you haven't written a lot of stuff, or it's your first composition, you might not have the skill level, and when I say skill level is for the natural phrasing, or for some of us, when I first started, just doing that simple thing, what sounds simple to me now, wasn't as easy as that. But here's a beautiful thing about composing your own songs as a beginner. You learn so much more when you discover something on your own. Now you might know you've got your pentatonic blues scale, whatever you're playing, but the beauty of sitting in one chord, is all the notes are there for you to play your phrasing in, and even your solo, they're all there. But you can just work out your phrasing by the very strings your fingers are playing. So if you're a beginner, just take that into account, that don't go searching, don't put the guitar down, stop playing. Find those tunes, find those phrases, find those licks within the rhythm, okay? And a second warning, if you want to say warning, or be very careful of, is, and I found myself doing this all of a sudden I'm on my drum loop and I'm going, and I started to fool around, I started fooling around with the drum track, and I'm like, hang on, that's not what this is about, you know. So you've got to be very aware, and I think that's what we could pull out of this session, video 2, is be very aware of that need to want to take control, you know, and I think that's a great way to put it. The need to try and take control of the song when the song will develop itself. As I said, great songs create themselves almost, you know. So it does take your skill, it does take your practice. And this is why we practice, this is why we put the time in. So right now, I've got my phrase. The next video, I'm going to, in between this video and the next video, I will see where this song tends to want to go. Because next video, I'm now into chord changes. You know, do I want something simple like that? Is it going to draw me out into a different sort of sound? Or does it want to really just hang out around that simple basic rhythm? So, takeaways from this video is be aware of, are you trying to manipulate or control the song? Is there a need to do more, that you need to just you know, tell that ego or whatever it is, just calm down and let the song show you the way. That's the takeaways from this one. So work on your rhythm and draw your phrasing out of your simple first chord. And then next week we'll see where chord changes go, and then solos, things like that. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos and you would like to do private online tuition, you can book your first free introductory lesson. It's a 30-minute session, it's free, it's just a one-on-one to see in what direction you'd like to take your guitar playing. The link is in the description, and I'll see you next video. Take care, everyone.